Check the mic and make sure it sound right.
I'm going to start this video with this clip that I created over a year ago, maybe longer than that, because the topic of this video is going to show why it's so critical for those of you who are fortunate enough to have stumbled across my videos and my channel to take to heart a lot of things that I said, because things are moving quickly and they may move quicker than you anticipate. And it's already over at the UK, and you can rest assured that financial center is going to spread whatever it does over to the US as well. And of course, if this requires the finances in the US and the British you are involved, it's probably going to be global. And if you know about the new coming monetary system, you know that it's going to happen. So that makes this ever more important. There'll be a link somewhere in my description for you to go and do it. I don't make any money on it, but after you watch this video, hopefully you'll see the need for it. So let me play this and let's keep going. Here's where I think is safe. The central banks have been upping their gold holdings significantly now for several years. Follow the money means follow the banks, right? Now, keep in mind, I didn't say follow the money means use the banks. Follow the money means follow the banks. I can tell you that I've already begun. Before it was physical gold and silver, but now I think this is so much more convenient because it's spendable with that there debit card that you have there, that MasterCard debit card. But when it comes time to convert your crypto profits into something else, this is where I'm going, folks. I am not sponsored by them. I do not make a dime if you do it. Wish I did, but I don't. But I am telling you this because I believe it to be the right thing to do to protect your funds when you turn them into cash. Get out of cash, the dollar's a trap, and get into gold because it's a gold-backed monetary system. Hi, I'm DK Will. This is DK Will Talk About It, and there's absolutely no way I cannot do a video about this. Sorry if you hear Bogey and the dogs. The dogs are outside, and Bogey's upstairs. But this news from today shows that the British arm of JP Morgan Chase announced Tuesday it will ban all cryptocurrency transactions in the UK to protect its retail banking customers from online fraud. So the only thing that they're worried about protecting you from is cryptocurrency as it pertains to online fraud, as if no other fraud exists. It says the international banking giant said the restrictions will start taking place on October 16th. Our policy around crypto is changing. From October 16th, if we think you are making a payment related to crypto assets, we'll decline it. We've made this decision because fraudsters are increasingly using crypto assets to steal large sums of money from people. Declining these payments is one of the ways we're helping to keep your money safe. No, it's one of the ways we're working to keep your money under our control. And folks, it's only going to get worse. Here's an image of the announcement, and I saw it on X or Twitter, and that's what drew my attention to it. It was like, are you kidding me? So they're saying that if they think you're spending money on crypto, you can't use it. Now, of course, they're going along with the Gary Gensler mentality of the fraud and hucksters, right? But have you thought that perhaps what it really is they don't want you to make any money on crypto while they're scooping it up, institutionalizing it, knowing that it's going to become the backbone of the monetary system, those that survive? It looks like bad news for business to me. It says the bank also warned customers that although they are welcome to use a different bank or provider to invest in crypto assets, people may not be able to get the money back if the payment ends up being related to fraud or scam. They can tell you anything when they control your money, right? And if they feel this confident to say that you can go to another bank, then you can bet your bottom bippy that they know that the banks are getting more and more under its control and that they are not alone. So they'll run you off to the banks that they're going to gobble up and cannibalize. And then the banks that they know will survive, along with the cryptos that will survive, they will have under their control. You notice here the London-based National Westminster Bank put daily and monthly limits on the amount of money customers can send to crypto exchanges back in March, stating the move was to protect consumers from crypto criminals. They're protecting us. Okay, they're protecting us if you're in Britain or UK. Okay, but they're not alone here. It says Spain Santander Bank, which is about 445 branches across England, announced it would block UK customers from sending real-time payments to crypto exchanges starting in 2023, although the ban has not yet been enacted. Can you see what they are doing? They are saying you cannot buy crypto. Crypto exchanges such as Coinbase, who acknowledged the Chase crypto ban on Tuesday, allow cryptocurrency holders and traders to directly link their bank accounts to the platform to buy and sell assets, as well as topping off their accounts. The UK, folks, is just the beginning of wanting to ban the use of your money for crypto. Now, keep in mind, I've done videos before that told you when you put your money in the bank, you are an unsecured creditor. You're saying, here's my money, do what you want. Now they call it demand deposit accounts to make it sound good, but you are still saying, here's my money, go make money and pay me some interest, which is minuscule if you even get it, because they charge you bank fees for certain conditions that if you even make interest, you're going to get a little bit off of what you're paying. This here article covers it as well. And it says here, customers will receive a declined transaction notification if they do attempt to make a crypto-related transaction. They are telling you that you cannot spend your money how you wish. And I'm sure you know that I've shown a video earlier about that. This article went on to say, Chase actions follow similar restrictions imposed by Nationwide and HSBC in the UK. Santander, meanwhile, has put in place a 3,000 lira, monthly limit on payments to crypto exchanges. NatWest also put in place daily and monthly limits. Folks, I'm sure you recall I recently did a video. And the video had this thumbnail. It was a biblical prophetic look at the technology of money and AI. And in that video, I discussed how they would gain control of your ability to spend money. Well, if they're controlling your banks and you have mechanisms in your body or facial recognition or biometrics where they can know that it's you and control your spending with AI, this information that we're looking at here coming out of the UK is indications of that. Now, I want to clarify that I was giving some physical applications of that prophetic statement from the Bible, because having something on your forehead could also mean that's what you're into, that's what you think about, that's what you're about, so the mark could be your patriotic spirit for the nations that look like beasts. But the point I'm making here is they will control your spending. Do you doubt that? Well, you go right ahead and you keep doubting that, because while you're doubting it, you can see here that it's happening. They are controlling your spending because crypto, in air quotation marks, is a threat, and they are protecting you from being able to invest in crypto, telling you that you are not wise enough to know the dangers of crypto while they create the dangers through things like the FTX debacle. But you can see here's further story on it. He says, if we think you're making a payment, we'll decline it. Wow. Chase said in an email to customers, if you'd still like, you can try a different bank, just I read already. They said that Tuesday's decision was made to keep customers and their money safe. Okay. Well, if that's the truth, then what about this? What about online casino payment methods? Does Chase have credit cards? Absolutely, I know they do because I have a Chase credit card. Here's the thing about it. It doesn't seem they put any restrictions on your ability to use that as a means of gambling. The ubiquitous plastic money of credit and debit cards that bridges your bank to myriad service, including the enticing slot game. That's online casinos. You can bet your bottom bibby that's the ATMs they keep readily available sitting in casinos. Why aren't they protecting their customers from that? Can you see the hypocrisy of it all, folks? Certainly you can.
The Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation recently pledged $1.27 billion towards the United Nations 2030 Agenda goals, with the $200 million going directly to aid in the creation of a global digital ID system. According to a September the 21st press release published on the Gates Foundation website, the $200 million package will be used to create an infrastructure that encompasses tools such as the interoperable payment systems, digital ID, data sharing systems, and civil registry databases that purports to make countries, quote, more resilient to crises such as food shortages, public health threats, and climate change, as well as to aid in pandemic and economic recovery. The 2030 Agenda was adopted by the UN in 2015 and establishes a set of 17 goals.
Okay, let's take a look at some of those 17 goals. And I want to leave it there just briefly and long enough for you to look at their 17 goals. And now let's continue.
That are rooted in Marxist theory. These goals, set to be achieved by 2030, aim to control the population through abortion and contraception, reduce fossil fuel consumption, supposedly for the sake of the climate, and instigate a global identification.
Let me pause it there again, and I'll let him finish. But you look up here in the corner, financial services. Your digital ID, top right, for financial services. Let me finish it out. It's the end of a video I've done before, and it's entitled World Economic Forum says, don't worry, be happy.
System in which people's every move will be tracked and monitored.
In which people's every move will be tracked and monitored, and according to today's information, controlled.
We feel we are not yet prepared sufficiently for this fourth industrial revolution. And the danger is, all this world of creative destruction. I'm convinced that we will destroy, unfortunately, a lot of employment. Just think of self-guided cars and all the drivers losing their jobs.
Unfortunately, we're going to get rid of employment. We're going to give you money, and then we're going to control your money. Folks, that's prophetic. Let's continue.
Let's look at the bank employees and so on.
To Glint, where you can buy, you can save, you can send, and you can spend real gold instantly with Glint. Folks, they're setting traps because they don't want people to be wealthy or rich or even well-to-do. They want a big chasm between those who have and those who have not. So they have gotten in on the crypto while everybody was running away from all that red blood in the streets with the crypto markets. They have been accumulating. There's a video back there about that recently. Watch my videos.
Check the mic and make sure it sound right.